Yeah, making money legally, um, driving legally within the the guidelines of traffic laws. You know, yeah, that's something I didn't care about growing up. As long as I could move the vehicle, it didn't matter to me what I touched on the way. My point was just to get from where I was trying to go, and then irregardless of what I may have damaged along the way, that was just my mentality. Mentality was all screwed up. So, you know, a lot of rewiring had to take place. A lot of soul searching. You know what I'm saying? A lot of real sincere introspection had to take place. For that growth. To occur. So you know, I'm still a work in progress. I'm not a perfect man. I'm not a perfect husband, but I am somebody that can be relied on. Somebody that's trustworthy, and somebody that's very sincere and passionate about the things that I'm sincere and passionate about. So all I'm just trying to do at this point is just not only just blend in um, into society, but into my family's life as well. Because this is it's been a change for them as well. You know what I mean? You know, I wasn't the only one of my siblings that have been incarcerated. You know what I mean? I still got siblings that are incarcerated. You know what I mean? So it's an adjustment. It's a big adjustment. Them still trying to adjust to me being home. They used to calendar just flipping over, and I'm nowhere to be found. But God changed all that on this day last year. Thank you, Jesus. He changed it. So I will be forever grateful for that. So, and just continue, like I said, just try to move forward. One step at a time, one day at a time, one issue at a time. You know what I mean? So, like I said, for me, 2020 it was a long year, but I'm blessed. I'm too blessed to be stressed over it. So I can't dwell on it. I can't too many things in my past that I can dwell on that evoke negative emotions. So, but for me, 2020 was a high. So I'm still riding that high. Yeah, still riding
That's good.
it. Yep.
Would you say, like in comparison and to the responsibility you had while being incarcerated and the responsibility you have here in society, do you feel like one was more challenging than the other? Does that make sense?
The responsibilities.
Like what was the responsibility level in there versus out here? And even the stress level in there versus out here, the changes that you've had to go through that way.
That's an interesting question. The stress level. In there, once you've been in there a while, you pretty much learn how to maneuver, how to navigate, how to deal with all these different personalities in a confined space out there in society. You're dealing with a lot. You're dealing with a lot of people that are mentally unbalanced. In a lot of different areas of their life. So, and it's undiagnosed. You know what I mean? So, I'm just able to recognize situations a lot quicker and a lot faster because I have that kind of keen sense of awareness. You know what I mean? Or along with a spiritual awakening that enables me to kind of like be able to categorize things and put things in perspective. But as far as the challenges, it's been way more challenging, I would say, out here because I grew up a certain way. I grew up coming through the juvenile detention center. So going to prison was just an evolution of that. You know what I mean? It was like I had reached, I had started off in the minor leagues and I'd made it to the major leagues. You know what I mean? So out here in society, it's a whole different ball game. This is a whole another generation out here. You know what I mean? So that in itself, I'm just trying to get up to speed. A lot of things I still don't know. A lot of things that don't interest me. You know what I mean? A lot of things that are still challenging. I done had the same phone for a year and it's just do things and I still don't even know what it do. You know what I mean? It's a trip. When I was on the inside, you ain't got nothing but time to sit up and play with them things. You know what I mean? Figure out what this do and how that does that. But out here, I don't have time for all that. As long as it does the basic things I needed to do, I was cool with that. But now I'm realizing there's things on there, features that actually make things a lot simpler, simplify them. So, I'm still tapping into them. You know what I mean? I'm still tapping into them. So, I'll get it sooner or later.
Yeah, it leads me to my next question. One day you told me, you said, man, living out here in society, you said, I understand why you didn't keep, weren't in, I guess, constant communication with you or something to that effect. Do you remember that conversation?
Vaguely, but yeah, I can concur.
There's a lot that we have to do in society versus out there, a lot of more
Yeah,
responsibilities.
absolutely, absolutely. I mean, 'cause there's a lot of men, for example, that I would like to stay in contact with, being an encourager to them, but it's kind of hard to make the time. You know what I mean, to do it. And if I do, it's going to be like almost a lackluster effort. You know what I mean? Because I'm always on the go. There's always something to do. There's always a job to go to, an appointment to make, or a store run, or a gas run, or go visit family, friends. Um, there's a lot.
You
know
have a
what I
lot
mean?
of idle time, I guess, in there. You have more
Well,
idle time in there.
do you have idle time? Most of your time is idle time.
So it's completely different.
Oh, it's way different, and it's a lot more challenging, a lot more, obviously, a lot more things to do, a lot more things to enjoy. So, yeah, it's it's definitely been a challenge, but it's a ride that I'm enjoying. You know what I mean? Yeah, because I would much rather go, like me and some of the guys that I was incarcerated with, that we've gotten back in contact since we've all been home, and we all say, what I mean, my best day, my worst day in society was better than my best day in there. So
Good way to look at it.
yeah, I've always kind of been a person that refused to stress on things that I can't control. There's a lot of things out there in society that I can't control. So I just apply that same mentality, that same outlook on a lot of situations and things that I confront out here in society. I haven't had one run-in with the authorities since I've been home in a year. And anybody that grew up with the Fitzpatricks know that is an accomplishment. You know what I mean? I haven't had one run-in with the authority. I almost want to flag them down. Wait, man. What's up? Well, I done fell off the map
You
or
know
something.
my name.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. You know what I mean? But yeah, I've had them get behind me while I'm driving the car, but I'm not flustered because everything on the car, is updated. The tags, the insurance, I'm saying, my driver's license. I mean, everything is, what I mean, I'm an authorized driver, I'm saying, on my spouse's vehicle. So it's like, it's almost like I don't have no worries. You know what I mean?
That's good.
Yeah, I don't.
That's how it should be, right?
Yeah, I wish it was like that for everyone. You know what I mean? But everyone hasn't had to deal with the kind of ordeal that we've had to deal with. You know what I mean? That we're still dealing with. So, everybody, respond to different, stimulus different ways. But for me, again, I try not to stress on things I can't control, and the things that I can control, I try and deal with them. I still remember the Serenity Prayer. You know what I mean? That my mother used to have hanging up on the wall in front of the toaster. I'll never forget it. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. The courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So, with that said, I just try to keep things in perspective. Is it something that I can change? Let's change it. Let's not keep dwelling on, what got us here and how it's negatively affecting us. Let's figure out how to change it. So that's what I try to focus on, because life is about evolving. It's about challenges. It's about overcoming things and situations. So I think if you do your best, you think, you use your brain and you think and you pray on it, and allow God to lead you in the right direction, everything's going to turn out the way it was supposed to turn out. It may not turn out exactly how you want it to turn out, but it's going to turn out the way it was supposed to. And it's going to be for your good in the long run. So, yeah, that's what I try to do.
Good.
Yep. Absolutely. Yeah, it's been a while since we had this opportunity, like Destiny said, to sit down and chat, talk about everything. But we're still here. We're still here, and we got a lot more to share, to add, to explore. So
Well, before we close,
Yep.
I just wanted to put it out there that my dad is going to be publishing a book soon. It's in the works. Can you just give us a little description about synopsis of the book?
Well, the book is a autobiography, um, chronicling my life story from the time I went back as accurately as I can remember from age 9 all the way up. Of course, there are things that I remember prior to age 9, but to be able to let the story evolve, I had to go to an age and a stage in my life where I could accurately remember everything. So just kind of chronicling everything that took place, why I made some of the decisions that I made. Because God knows when I first sat down, you know what I'm saying, when I was, chronicling everything, journaling everything, my whole focus was to write it in the event I was never in this situation again, to be home, be with you. Because I wanted you to have a first-hand account of why I did the things I did, what I was thinking at the time. You know what I mean? So you would know firsthand. Instead of getting it from somebody else, you can get it raw and uncut from me. This is what I was thinking at that time. This is what I was going through at that time. This is why I became who I became and how I became who I became. Mm-hmm. So that's initially how the idea came to me. And that's initially why it was written. So yeah, I got someone that's is eager to publish it. So still working on it. I mean, it's written. I'm just revising it, putting it on the computer. So, God willing, summer 2021, or maybe a little bit later, it'll be out there. The title of it, I mean, is Rude Awakening. So, that's what I had, a rude awakening. So look for it.
All right. Well, stay tuned. We'll see you soon.
Yep. God bless.